So I was nervous as hell.
And the kids today, they won't understand that. There was really no social media like that. You had Facebook and stuff, but it wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't, yeah, so it was like.
See your favorite artist.
It was all raw.
That's crazy, man. So you guys win, you have your awards in your hand, and you said you took them to the party. So I want to hear about the party. How was the party? Like the Vanity
Fair? The party, like I say, everybody goes to the first party you go to is Vanity Fair. And I'm you holding them Oscars, the Oscars heavy hell too. They're like 10 pounds. So they was heavy. I held my Oscar probably from when we won to about 8, 9 in the morning till I had to board the plane the next morning. So we going to party after party holding Oscars. But the Vanity Fair party, everyone was there. So I'm looking around and all these movie stars looking at me. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a surreal feeling. And I'm gonna tell you this here too. John Singleton, after the Prince, rest in peace, Prince. After we left a couple parties, John Singleton, Prince always has an Oscar party after the Oscars. So we went to Prince's house. John Singleton took it there. He went to the door and said, we got 3 6 Mafia in the car. They just won the Oscars. They want to, Prince told us we couldn't come in.
Man, they killing me, man.
Man, Prince didn't let us in, man.
Y'all could have played basketball.
Prince, rest in peace.
Y'all could have played basketball.
We went to his house in LA, and he didn't let us in.
That's wild, man.
The party was jumping too, man.
That's wild. I wonder what is just the rap thing?
I guess that's a bit. What is it?
Well, it was 2006, right?
Right.
So I don't know, man.
Yeah, man. It was just cool pulling. I can say I pulled up to Prince's house, even though we didn't get in. It's just cool to be able to say I pulled up to Prince's house.
But you can clearly see there was a divide in the industry at that time. Still, then.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. But we didn't get past the door. Well, we didn't even get out the car.
And the Oscar crowd is different than the Grammy crowd, right?
Definitely. Well, I've never been to the Grammys, but I'm pretty sure it's different because the Grammys is about music. The Oscars is music and film.
And it's a lot of people, probably way older, a little bit more stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
You go to the Grammys, they used to rappers being.
Right. Then there's nothing but music and artists and stuff like that at the Grammys.
Yeah. And I can see where that would be a divide.
Yeah.
So, man, but you guys win, and it skyrocketed your fame after that, too.
Of course.
Is that when MTV approached you guys to do the TV show?
Well, I wasn't, after the Oscars, I wasn't too involved with everything that went on after the Oscars. I'm going to say that. Just by me and the label, our differences.
Yeah, and I've seen you've gone public and talked about the fact that you were on Beehive and ATL a few years ago, and you talked about how you won the Oscar and things kind of downgraded for you. You were already riding this high.
Yep.
Things went down after that.
True story, man. True story. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if, I'm going to say this. 3 6 Mafia was with Columbia Sony, and I was under 3 6 Mafia. I wasn't with Columbia Sony. So 3 6 Mafia are their artists, Columbia Sony. So they really took all their energy and worked for 3 6 Mafia, which I understand because I'm not one of their artists. My problem was 3 6 Mafia, or the people that own 3 6 Mafia, should have made sure I was straight because I was their artist.
So you said once all the focus came down from Sony, that they were getting a lot more attention, getting a lot more push. Instead of them saying, okay, let me go ahead and pull my artist into some of this, even though he's on a different label, we could try to work that out and have him included. They didn't do that.
They didn't do that.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, man. I couldn't answer that. That's the $1 million question. I don't know.
Because, I mean, DJ Paul and Juicy J were the owners of the label at that time.
Correct.
And they've stayed consistently, in the music game since then.
Yeah, they stay consistent. But like I say, anything that's after the Oscars from that point, everything went left for me and the label. So I wasn't too included in things that moving forward from that moment.
Okay. Did they, when recently, you know, during the whole pandemic and everything. And I'm going out of order here, but did you get on the stage when they did their concert against Bone? Their
No, I wasn't there.
Metal.
No, I wasn't at that event.
Now, okay. And I'll go on record for saying this because I don't want you to any mixed emotions your way, Frayser boy. But some would say you penned the song that brought in all the fame.
Oh yeah, I did. It ain't no question. Yeah, I wrote it. So yeah, there was.
So why in the world would they not do their best to make sure that you're well taken care of forever?
I mean, it sounds like the right thing to do, but that wasn't what happened.
Interesting, man.
I can't answer that question. So, I mean, all I know is that they didn't do that. So that was my problem with it. Exactly. I agree with you.
But because you essentially wrote the song that brought all that additional fame and the crossover. You guys already had crossover fame.
To me.
You already had but from after the Oscar, that was something different, I'm sure.
That's what I'm saying. So, like I said, none of us didn't expect it, and it was just a moment that you can't. You'll never dream of in a million years that you'll win an Oscar, especially coming from where we from. That type of stuff don't happen. And I guess it was just something so overwhelming that it just took off the way it took off afterwards. So, you know, everything went all kinds of ways. But like I say, moving forward from the Academy Awards, I wasn't much more, you know what I'm saying, involved like I was before we won.
So at what point do you and the label go y'all separate ways?
That's true.
So at what point did you and the label go y'all separate ways?
It was probably 2006, 7, 8. I probably left around 2009, 2010.
Okay, so were they still bringing you in on additional projects and things like that?
I mean, I was still held down by the label for it signed to them, but like I say, after the Oscar moving forward, brother, I wasn't too much in the picture.
Yeah, so you parted ways you were with them from 2000.
I dropped one more album with them called The Key. And they waited 3 years after the Academy Award situation to record that album. And after that album was dropped, that's when I was released.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear, man, it doesn't make sense, to be honest.
Oh, it don't make sense, but hey, man, that's what it was.
Now, you dropped the Key album and you have DJ Paul in there and you've got Juicy J on there, but you know, clearly there's no other members from 3-6 that are on the project. Now, you go off next to do your own thing, and what was your move then? Did you establish your own label?
Oh yeah, I had to make another move. I didn't want to stop doing music because I had worked so hard to get to that point. I just kept it moving, man. I just kept recording. You know what I'm saying? After that situation, all the way up to the day, I just kept going forward.
Now they let you go, but around the same time they let Lil Wyte go as well.
No, Wyte was around. I'm the only one that let go after the Oscar situation.
Really? Because
right.
in 2014, you link up with Lil Wyte and you guys do a joint project.
Oh, the Bar album, yeah. The Bar album, that was something that's supposed to be in the making a long time while we was with Hypnotized Minds. And after I freed up from that situation, me and Wyte came together and just decided it was time to record the Bar album, and that's what we did, man. Shout out Wes Phillips. Shout out him and rest in peace to Wes Phillips. Selecto Hits. They actually put their project out, so we worked with them and we got it done, man. It was just something we've been promising. Something we was promising the fans for a long time, and we just gave them what they was missing.
Yeah, and I like to say this, that Lil Wyte has a fan base that's kind of, it's thriving right now. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of a crossover with country because you have acts like this act that I'm gonna ask you about, which is Jelly Roll, man.
Yeah, Jelly Roll doing his thing right now. Yep. I mean, Lil Wyte is Lil Wyte, man. You know what I'm saying? He come from the All-Stars just like I have, so he know how to keep it going.
Now, you guys did a song with Jelly Roll called 6 O'Clock, right?
Yeah, on the Bar album. Yeah. Like I said, we've been rocking with Jelly for a long time, even before he came to who he is today. You know what I'm saying? So we always been cool with him, and he always been around. So it's nothing new, man. We do what we do.
Now, do you still stay? Have you ever got in contact with Jelly Roll since he's been this huge country star?
A couple times. I've seen him a couple times. Yeah, we still cool. Ain't nothing changed. We still, it's a friendly vibe. Still everything tough. Still, like I said, we've been rocking since day one. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing changed. He just got bigger. That's the only thing changed. But far as the relationship, ain't nothing changed.
Now, does it trip you out to see him, how he started off as a rapper and now he's like kind of country, but it's rap,
I mean, he found his swag, man. I mean, once you find that swag and take off like you're supposed to take off, man, it is what it is. I'm not surprised.
Well said.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.